and welcome to Qigong. My name is Marianne Douglas, and I am here to do Qigong with you. This is an introduction to Qigong, and what this goes through is different metals and different elements that are actually within our bodies as well. So what we're going to be doing is expanding those elements in those organs, and we're cleansing those organs with all the Qi, which is energy, all around us. We're gathering it from nature, heaven, and also earth, and bringing it into our body so then we can use that beautiful energy for anything else that we need. So that's what we'll be going over today. So first of all, we're going to start off in the standing position. So relaxing those knees, hands on the belly, stacking up the palms. And as we're breathing, we're going to relax those shoulders. We're going to relax the knees, a little soft bend to the knees, tuck in that tailbone, feet underneath those hips, toes are forward. And let's just breathe into our belly. We're going to do 40 breaths into our belly, just expanding the belly on the inhales and then deflating the belly on the exhales and just feeling that movement with the hands. So relax the face, relax the gaze by closing the eyes, maybe halfway. Relax the body, and let's breathe. You can inhale from your nose or your mouth, whichever feels comfortable for you. Expanding the belly as you inhale and deflating the belly as you exhale. And just feeling that within your hands. Big inhales and exhales. Not trying to do it too much. Just being nice and gentle to the body. Being nice and gentle to your tummy as you're expanding it, deflating it. And just feeling that action in between or underneath both your palms as you feel your tummy rising and falling. Maybe starting to elongate those inhales and exhales. Really great thing to keep in mind is in our palms, we have a meridian called Lao Gam. And in the center of the palms, or that big finger, which is your middle finger, touches the palm, is that center point that goes to our heart. So with that, we're connecting the heart, which is our battery pack, into our battery pack of our lower dantian, which is our triple burner, where we create all our food, all our energy, where we digest. So we're just making that connection, still breathing here. It's always good to think of all the reasons why you're doing something. Just making that connection between our heart and our bellies. And we're relaxing those arms down along our sides, nice and easy. We're gonna open up our stance a little wider than hip distance apart. Relax those shoulders down away from the ears. We're gonna go into our second lesson, which is our metal. So this is gonna be for our lungs. Everything connected to our lungs is our thumbs, and that's our meridian. So we're gonna relax those arms down. We're gonna inhale, we're gonna float those hands up to shoulder level as if there's string pulling us up by the wrist. As we open up, we're gonna wiggle those thumbs, opening up the chest, maybe gazing up, opening up. And as we inhale, we're gonna grab some Qi from heaven. We're gonna pull it down to our hearts. Exhale as you wash out those lungs. And then as you inhale again, you're gonna hinge from the hips. Your arms fan out to the sides, palms are up, wiggle those thumbs again, maybe exhale through the mouth. Then gather from earth, bending at the knees, hinging from those hips, bring it up to the chest as you push through those heels to rise back up. Inhaling, and as you exhale, wash out those lungs. We're gonna do that again with the breath. We're gonna inhale, hands come to shoulder level. Good, exhale, and then as you exhale, wiggle those fingers as you open up the chest. Inhale as you gather from heaven. Exhale as you wash out those lungs. Hinge from those hips. Slight bend to the knees, arms expand out to the sides. Wiggle those thumbs. Exhale. Here through the mouth maybe. Inhale as you gather from earth. Pull it up to the body, up to the chest as you inhale. Exhale, wash out those lungs. Let's do that again. Inhaling to shoulder level. Exhale as you wiggle, wiggle, wiggle those thumbs. Open up the chest. Inhale as you grab from heaven. Exhale as you wash out those lungs. Hinge from those hips, which is also great for the hamstrings. Wiggle those thumbs. Exhale through the mouth, like fire breath. Inhale, grab from earth and grab it up. Bring it up to your chest. Exhale, wash out those lungs. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhaling, shoulder level. Exhale, open, wiggle the thumbs. You can feel those lungs expand. Inhale, gather from heaven. Exhale, wash out the lungs. Hinge from those hips. Expand those arms out to the side. Palms are up. Good. Exhale through the mouth here as you wiggle those thumbs. Grab from earth. Pull it up to your chest with a big inhale. And exhale. Wash out those lungs. We're going to do that 1 more time. Last time, best time. Inhale, coming up to shoulder level. Exhale, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Open up that chest. Good. Inhale, gather from heaven. Exhale, wash out those lungs. Inhale as you hinge from those hips. Expand those arms to the side. Exhale through the mouth. Wiggle those thumbs. Gather from earth, pulling up to the chest. Big inhale here. And exhale, wash out those lungs. Now we're ready for lesson 3, which is our heart, and that's fire. That's the element of fire. So everything's about our heart now. So now what we're going to do, we're going to run those thumbs along our sides. We're going to bring them up to the underarms. We're going to bring all 4 fingers all together except for the pinkies, all the tips touching. Wiggle them out as you exhale, wiggling out the pinkies to the heart. And then we're going to inhale back into our chest. We're going to make an O with a middle finger. And also with our thumb, we're going to bring it out. Open up the eyes nice and wide. Flick out as if you're flicking out any stale chi, any stale energy from your body. And then wiggle that middle finger all the way down. Don't worry, we're going to do that again. Inhale, running those thumbs up. Exhale as you wiggle, wiggle, wiggle those pinkies and connect all 4 fingertips together. Inhale as you bring it back into the body. Make your O with your middle finger and your thumb. Exhale through the mouth and wiggle, wiggle all the way down. Let's do that again. Inhale up. Exhale as you wiggle, wiggle, wiggle those pinkies. Inhale as you bring it back into the body. Make your O. Exhale through the mouth. And wiggle those middle fingers down. 2 more like that. Inhale. Exhale as you bring out those fingers, wiggling those pinkies. Inhale back in. Make your O. Exhale through the mouth. And then wiggle those middle fingers down. Coming 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale, wiggle those pinkies. Bringing them out to the front. Inhale, bringing it to the chest. Exhale as you make your O out through your mouth. And wiggle that middle finger down. Wonderful job. All right, now for the stomach and the spleen, our lesson is 4. This is an earth element. We're going to bring your right hand underneath or whichever hand underneath your rib. We're going to bring your opposite hand coming all the way around to your big toe. Bring it up to the body. As you bring it up to the body, flip that top hand up, the bottom hand down. You can smush the tummy down as you separate heaven and earth. And then we'll do that again. We're swinging this one underneath the opposite rib. The opposite hand goes around to our big toe of the opposite foot. That's a meridian to our stomach and spleen. And then we're going to come up, flip, and then massage it out. So now we're going to make it just a little tougher. So we're going to get a nice wide straddle stance. Knees are out. Point those knees out. Maybe your tushy comes down in that nice straight line with a long, strong spine as we're going through. So now your toes could be slightly forward, just a little slightly forward, as long as those knees are trekking with those toes as we're doing so. So now go ahead and bring whichever hand you want underneath your rib. Big inhale as you bring it all the way around to your big toe, reaching down so you can really use that oblique. Bring it up that leg. and then separate heaven and earth and maybe come into your squat a little bit more. Then swing that opposite hand underneath. Inhale as you bring it all the way around, scooping from nature all the way to your opposite big toe. Bring it up. Separate heaven and earth. Maybe exhale. Inhale. Good. And then go sweep it all the way around. Big toe, bring it up. Separate heaven and earth. Again, opposite hand underneath that rib. Bring it all the way around to your opposite big toe. Bring it up. Separate heaven and earth. Again, bringing that hand underneath that opposite rib. Opposite hand coming all the way around. Big toe coming up. And then separate heaven and earth. You can feel those legs working. Bring it underneath. Other side. Big inhale to bring it all the way around. And exhale as you separate heaven and earth. 2 more times on each side. Bring it underneath that rib. Sweep it all the way around. Big inhale as you bring it up that big toe. Exhale as you cleanse that body. Underneath that opposite rib. Opposite hand comes all the way around. Big inhale as you bring it up to the body. Big exhale as you separate heaven and earth. Beautiful. Coming back up. Oh, shake out those legs if you need to. All right, so now we're going into our liver. This is where we store all our emotions, and our element for this is wood. On this one, we're going to keep that calm and calmness, that restore calmness into your body along with this. So bring those feet in. I'm going to show you your moves, and then we'll do it together. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to take one leg behind in kind of a diagonal kind of manner. We're going to come through, and we're going to scoot out or shake out a new pair of Levi's. So your arms float up, and as they float up, you're going to start bending that back knee. As you bend that back knee, that front leg, your toe is down. You're going to come through, hinging from the hips, chin toward the toe. And now we're going to trace our foot using our fingertips, the outside and inside of our foot with our fingertips, coming all the way up the inside and outside of the leg, tracing that, coming up to the chest, exhaling stale chi. Notice my front knee. It doesn't surpass that toe as I'm pushing out into that lunge. My back leg is straight. I'm going to flip my palms up. I'm going to pull everything back in. Good. And then I'm going to step it in. I'm going to do exactly the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to step back and also float my arms. Bend the back knee, straight leg in the front. Trace the foot, front, the outside and inside, coming all the way up. Pull that belly button into the spine and then push out that stale chi. Flip, walk it in, or you can step it back, whichever is easier for you. All right, now let's do it together. So take a big inhale here. And now step it back and float those arms up. Now bend the back knee. Hinge from the hips, trace your foot. Big inhale as you come up to the chest. Exhale. Flip. Inhale, walk it in. Other side. Exhale. As your arms float up. Bend that back knee, straighten out that front leg. Coming down, trace that leg. Push it out. Flip. And pull it back in. Inhale. Let's do that again. Exhale. Bend the back knee, straighten out the front one, hinge from the hips, trace, coming all the way up, pull that belly button into the spine, exhale back, flip, inhale back in. Let's do that again. Exhale, bend that back knee, straighten the front, trace, inhale, exhale, bending that front knee, flip, inhale back. Let's do that again. Exhale, bend, coming through, trace, push, flip, walk it in. Again, exhale, maybe slower. Bend that back knee, trace, inhale. Exhale as you push it from the chest. Inhale as you flip and walk it in. We're going to do 2 more. Exhale, bend, hinge, trace, all the way up to the chest. Exhale as you push it out, bending that knee right above that ankle. Flip, walk it in. Last one. Exhale. Bend that back knee, straighten out the front. Inhale as you trace. You're also stretching out the back of that hamstring. Exhale. As you push, flip, and then walk it in. There you go. So now we've already gotten the body moving. We've already cleansed our heart. We've cleansed our lungs. We've cleansed our stomach and spleen. So now we're going to, and also our liver. So now we're going to think about our kidneys and water, which is our element. So kidneys, found in the back. So now I'm going to show you everything to do on the kidneys. So we're going to squeegee. We're going to use the water element to clean out that organ. So we're going to squeegee out those kidneys. So think about that. So take a big inhale. I'm going to turn my back so you can see. My hands on my lower back. My elbows are to the back of the room. I'm going to squeegee my kidneys, my tushy, the back of my legs, squeegee all the way down my legs. This is going to take care of that main meridian. I'm going to trace with both hands outside of both feet. I'm going to trace the inside of my feet, all the way up my legs, my mid part of my body, mid part of my face, head, back of the neck, run my fingers on my shoulders, and then my thumbs down my sides. And then we're going to do that again. Hands on the low back, big inhale. Big exhale through the mouth with that fire breath. Squeegee all the way down the backside. Inhale as you start tracing those feet to the inside. And then bring it up that middle meridian of the body as you come back up. Tracing all that good chi you gathered from nature and earth all the way up middle meridian. Back of the neck, shoulders, and down the underarms. I'm going to do that again. Big inhale, big fire breath up. Squeegee. And maybe start inhaling. And if you ever get the breath wrong, that's okay. It's completely up to you and how you want to make this. Imagining a color coming through your body, maybe. Imagining the breath. If you like to use my imagination, running those fingers down the shoulders. And now the thumb underneath that underarm and running it down. All right, 2 more, just like that. Big inhale, big exhale through the mouth. Clean out those kidneys all the way down. Imagine all that good chi coming up from earth into your body as you bring it up that middle meridian of your body. Middle part, all the way up the head, back of the neck, shoulders. Run those thumbs down. We have 1 more, big inhale. Big exhale, squeegee all the way down. Around the foot. In the middle part meridian, all the way up the body. Face, head, neck, shoulders. And then thumbs come right down. Very nice. All right, so nice wide stance, a little wider of a stance. So this one's going to be created just to start moving all that stale chi in the bottom of our feet. So we're going to do a little bit of a rock. So we have a wider stance, wider than hips. We're going to bring it through and you're going to rock onto your heels and then to your toes. Easy peasy, right? Rock, rock, rock. Slight bend to the knees. Keep them nice and soft as you do so. If you notice, your arms are going to naturally come forward as you rock onto your heels and then come back as you rock onto your toes. So that is how you're going to keep balance. So you'll do this just a few times. You go a little faster to work up that energy and move all that stale chi away from your feet. So keep on moving it. Keep on moving the body. And this also helps you know where you are in space with your body. Because Tai Chi and Qigong, everything's used to balance the body. Qigong is used to work that Qi in our body. And then done. So just to finish it off, as we usually finish off all Tai Chi classes, we always demonstrate it with the yin and yang. The yin representing everything that is in the light, and the yang representing anything in the dark. Always remember, Without darkness, there wouldn't be light, and without any light, there would be darkness. So the way we represent that is by holding our dominant hand in a fist, whichever your dominant hand is, and the other hand nice and open. We create the yin and yang, the negative with the positive, put together, and we place it right in front of our bellies, our lower dantian, where we create all our energy as well, because we digest our food. So we bring it here to represent that power of energy. We bring it out to represent that we are going to be honoring each other, and we add a little bow to our head. And that is our sign of respect to each other. I want to thank you so much for practicing with me today. Again, today it was just an introduction to Qigong. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you had fun with that. Thank you, and have a great day.